Okay, let's dive right into unpacking the main logical objections to the Universal Matrix Theodicy.
The whole thing rests on experiential ontology. Basically, you need contrast and suffering to reach true perfection.
This totally shifts the paradigm from a permanent cosmic failure to an absolute 100% victory for everyone. So, here's the first big objection. If God is all-powerful, why not just skip the suffering entirely?
Well, the framework contrasts untested, infantile innocence with a deep, battle-tested joy born directly from rescue.
The source even notes that Christ himself had to achieve this experiential perfection through suffering.
Which brings us to a really tough hurdle. If suffering is strictly necessary, did God author evil?
To answer that, the text carefully separates our own malicious intent from God's ultimate redemptive outcome.
It uses the biblical Joseph principle. God basically repurposes our local malice into necessary learning scaffolding. But hold on, is this system purely utilitarian? Are we treating real suffering as uncompensated collateral damage?
Not according to the source. Why? Because absolutely no soul is ever left behind as uncompensated damage.
It actually flips the script. It argues the traditional eternal hell model is what genuinely instrumentalizes people. Okay, that brings us to the final major objection, defending the actual morality of traditional eternal hell. The source outlines 4 pretty severe internal logical flaws embedded directly within that traditional hell framework.
For instance, the proportionality problem exposes the massive disconnect between infinite torment and finite earthly sins.
Then the love of enemies problem asks, wait, are disciples expected to exceed the moral standard of God?
Ultimately, the text concludes that a universally restored cosmos is the only logically consistent final state, leaving us with one provocative final question. Does the traditional model accept an ending where God loses?